What's going on, guys? James Merlord here, back again with yet another video, and in this video I'll be doing a 2022 update to the Daily Sell Limit, or DSL for short. In this video I'll be answering these 4 questions. What is the DSL? How does the DSL work? How do you avoid the DSL? And what do you do if you ever hit the DSL? So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get started with what is the DSL. Now, the DSL is a restriction algorithm implemented by Rockstar in order to prevent duplication glitches from being able to take advantage of duplication glitches. Essentially, it prevents you from selling an unlimited number of vehicles back to back, whilst still making it viable for legitimate players to be able to sell vehicles. However, whether you are a glitcher or a legitimate player, it's possible for you to hit the DSL if you don't understand the limitations. In terms of how it works, I want you all to imagine a bar graph. The bottom is 0 and it goes up in increments. The top number varies from player to player, however the average is about 20. So it goes from 0 at the bottom to 20 at the top, then every time you sell a vehicle, the bar goes up, and if the bar goes up to 20, then you hit the DSL. There are 3 types of vehicles that the DSL algorithm accounts for: clean vehicles, dirty vehicles, and NPC vehicles. Clean vehicles are vehicles that you legitimately obtain in the game, whether as a prize or through a purchase, or even a cleanly duplicated vehicle. If you sell one of these, then the bar goes up by 1 increment, so you'll be able to sell 20 back to back before hitting DSL. Dirty vehicles are dirtily duplicated vehicles. These are duplications that share the same ID code as their original vehicle. This is a red flag to the algorithm, and if you sell one of these, the algorithm goes up by 10, so you could only sell 2 before hitting DSL. NPC vehicles are just vehicles you pick up from the street. You don't really need to worry about these vehicles because they are only worth about 0.2 increments as near as I can calculate. So you could sell 100 before hitting DSL. So in order to avoid the DSL, you will need to avoid the bar from reaching 20. For starters, avoid dirty duplication glitches. If you need to do such a glitch, ensure you understand how to keep your vehicles clean. I will be doing a video on dirty duplications soon, so look out for that video in the next week or so. Next, limit the number of vehicles you can sell each day. The best formula to follow that maximizes profit with caution is to sell 8 clean vehicles every 30 real life hours, and each sale needs to be at least 48 minutes in real life time apart. So I suggest making that an hour, so this is known as a common rule as the 8 per day, 1 per hour rule. The reason for this is because the only way to decrease the bar is with real life time, and it's not really going to work if you sell all 8 back to back, so you do need to keep some time in between each sale. So I base it off 48 minutes, which is how much time passes in real life for a GTA day to pass. So you can imagine it as the bar going down by a single increment every 2 hours, though this isn't entirely accurate. But chances are you're not here to avoid the DSL, you're here because you hit the DSL, which is the sad reality here. You don't know you need to know about the DSL until you hit the DSL. So what do you do if you hit the DSL? Well, first you need to figure out a few things. The first being, what kind of DSL did you hit? Did you get a DSL from selling clean vehicles, dirty vehicles, NPC vehicles? The second thing you need to know is, how many times did you hit it? Did you sell again the next day thinking it was gone and hit it a second time? Because when you hit the DSL, you have 3 options. Wait out the penalty period, which depends on those 2 previous factors. Create a brand new GTA account. You can't just create a new character from the same account, since the DSL affects your account and not your character. And do you decide to sell only 1 vehicle every day for the rest of eternity? Whether you do the latter 2 options or not will be pretty much dependent on how long your penalty period will be and whether you would want to wait it out or not, because they can be pretty long. If you hit it with clean vehicles or NPC vehicles, it's the same kind of DSL, and it's what I call the good DSL. For each time you hit it, you need to add 2 weeks. So first DSL will be 2 weeks of waiting and no selling. Second DSL will be 4 weeks. Third DSL will be 6 weeks, and so on and so forth. whereas a DSL obtained from selling dirty vehicles is the bad DSL. Now, the first DSL of this kind will take, unfortunately, 3 months to get rid of, but the second one will take 9 months, and the third one will take 18 months. So do you see why we have the two other options here? So if you have a dirty DSL 5 times, you're definitely going to want to consider the latter two options more than the first option. So now you know what the DSL is, how it works, and how to avoid it, and what you should do if you ever hit the DSL. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. If you did not enjoy the video, feel free to leave a dislike. And if you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell for more videos like this one in the future. And if you have any questions, feel free to head down to the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get to you as soon as I can. A big thank you to my channel members, Vagnar The Hatred and anteZERO. You guys are the freaking best. But aside from all of that, I've been James Merlot, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen.